All right, and welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about PlayStation exclusive content. As you know, ever since, the last few years, PlayStation has the exclusivity contract. So playing on PlayStation, you're going to get additional benefits that PC and Xbox players don't have. Right now, we have a confirmed list of all the things that kind of are going to go with this. It's not a definitive list. There are still things that could potentially be added to this and stuff like that. But we know for a fact these items are going to be in here. And I think this is probably all we're going to see. They might add an additional mode later down the line, but I don't think so. We're going to break all that down. So starting off, let's talk about what they got in Cold War. As you know, Cold War Zombies was a pretty big deal with the stuff they got here. Right now I'm on my PlayStation and all of the background gameplay is going to be for me on PlayStation on a controller. So that's why my aim's completely off. Normally I don't play on a controller, so I'm still getting used to that. But if we go over here to the maps tab, you can see right here we've got the normal core content, and you've got all the base maps, you've got Cranked, you've got Dead Ops, you've got Dead Ops Arcade. But at the top, you can see there's also a tab for Onslaught. This right here was the PlayStation exclusive stuff for Zombies in Black Ops Cold War. And there's a ton of different maps. You can pretty much play every single MP map with Zombies in this Onslaught style mode. This is actually coming out for PC and Xbox players, I think November 1st. So a couple more days now, you'll be able to play this if you're a Xbox player or a PC player, which is pretty cool. But PlayStation players have been able to play this throughout the year. And from what it looks like, as of right now, there is not an exclusive mode like this for PlayStation. There's a bunch of different benefits, but Zombies doesn't have a cutout section. And I honestly think this is really good news, whether you're a PlayStation player, an Xbox player, or a PC player. This is fantastic news. Because let's be honest, with Onslaught, and every year they've done this exclusive stuff, essentially they're taking content that would have been in the base game, they're slicing it off, and then that content really doesn't get any sort of support after launch. Onslaught got a few updates here and there. They added the chalices and a bunch of stuff like that, but Onslaught would have been way more developed. If Onslaught was available on all three consoles, it would have been gotten more support and stuff like that, because whenever they make something exclusive, they don't really give it the same support as they do in normal mode. And believe it or not, if Onslaught wasn't exclusive to PlayStation players would have gotten more content from Onslaught just because of how it works and how they would have put more time into it. So the fact that as it appears right now, there is no exclusive mode, that is good for regardless what platform you play on. As a PlayStation player, you are going to be getting more content now because of there being no exclusive mode. An Xbox player is going to be getting more content, and a PC player is going to be getting more content. And I really hope they continue to move in this direction. Keep in mind, it's not completely confirmed. It's just based off the list of what they've given so far. Who knows? Starting next week, they might announce something else. But I don't think so. I think as it stands right now, there's going to be no exclusive mode, which is a massive W regardless of the platform you play on. Even as a PlayStation player, that means you are getting more content this year than what you got last year because of that. And I just hope that's the case. But who knows? Maybe there'll be some... I know a lot of people rumored that round-based maps were only going to be for PlayStation players, which would suck, because that means round-based maps wouldn't be coming to PC and Xbox, and that means round-based play would not be getting much of any support on PlayStation. So all three platforms would suffer pretty massively from that. All right, and now with that out of the way, let's go over all the stuff that we know for a fact is coming to Vanguard and Vanguard Zombies for PlayStation players. And a lot of the stuff we're about to list off is stuff that we saw already in Cold War. So if you go ahead in Vanguard and you buy the Battle Pass bundle, I'm not talking about the cheap Battle Pass, I'm talking about the Battle Pass bundle that comes with additional tiers. If you buy that on PlayStation, you're going to get an additional 5-tier skip. So instead of getting the 20 you normally get with the bundle, you get an additional 5. And out of everything offered with this exclusive agreement, this has always been the most lackluster thing for me, because if you're not buying the Battle Pass bundle that comes with the free tiers, you're not going to get any benefit from this. And I personally don't buy that, because all you get is 20 free tiers, and you can get those for free just by playing. And if you play the game a lot, you pretty much max out the Battle Pass pretty early on in the season. So for me, buying that's a waste of money. But as a PlayStation player, you'll get a 5 additional tier skips with that. However, the next thing here is probably the strongest thing. Like, I really like this feature, and as a PC player, this is something I wish I would have had access to throughout the year of Cold War, and that is the 2 additional custom class slots. So no matter what game mode you're playing, if we go over here into Cold War Zombies, you can see at the very bottom here we have bonus custom 1 and bonus custom 2. This is because I am on my PlayStation account right now. Not only do they get the 10 basic ones, they get 2 additional ones. Same thing for MP. If we load into MP as well, in this, we are also going to have 2 bonus classes here at the bottom. But where I find this the most useful, and this might just be a me thing, honestly, if you're not a content creator, this probably doesn't matter near as much, but in custom games, if you go to custom games, you also get 2 additional custom classes and custom games, which is huge because you only get 5 to start with. So on PlayStation, you get a total of 7, which is 2 additional ones here. And when I was making my bundle reviews, being able to have these 2 additional classes would have actually been a pretty big game changer. But unfortunately, for Xbox and PC, you're limited to just 5 custom classes and custom games. So for some people, that's going to be huge. But if you're not making full advantage of the 10 custom classes you already have, once again, not really a major thing. The next thing we have here is combat packs for each season for PS Plus, which combat packs is going to be, additional kind of cosmetic rewards, which kind of sucks. I really don't care for these stuff at all. All of the PlayStation rewards are like, they're actually PlayStation exclusive, meaning if you're playing on PC or Xbox, you can't even see people who have these camos. So I personally would never use anything in the PS combat pack exclusive stuff. Same thing. There was actually rewards you could get for playing Onslaught, but you could only see those rewards on PC. If you were playing with your friends on Xbox, or if you're playing with your friends on PC, they couldn't even see them while you're using them because it wasn't even downloaded content for them. It was only available for you, which kind of ruins any sort of cosmetic like that, because part of the reasons of a cosmetic is so other people can see them. Like an operator skin, you can only see the hands. Letting other people see the operator is most of the fun of an operator. So any sort of exclusive cosmetic thing is pretty much useless and not something I would run. Then after that, we've got monthly double XP event lasting 24 hours, which sounds a lot like what was happening in Cold War. Every time there was a double XP event, it would start earlier on PlayStation. PlayStation would get a 24 early access to these double XP events. So let's say there was going to be a double XP weekend. If you're playing on PlayStation, that would start 24 hours earlier. And then eventually it'd start for, the other consoles and the other platforms. But they had to wait for that. That sounds a lot like that, or something at least similar. So PlayStation players are going to get more double XP events. Then the last thing here, especially for grinding camos, is pretty huge. And PlayStation players are definitely going to have the leg up here. 25% weapon XP when partying up with friends. Once again, we saw this in Cold War, and when Zombies launched, this was actually broken because you were able to stack it and you're able to get 4 players. And if you got 4 players on PlayStation and you were playing together, you could level up weapons extremely quickly. And this one's a pretty good exclusive thing here. Like, this is one that puts you at a pretty high advantage because keep in mind, every single weapon, there are 38 weapons in the game. All of them, all the primaries have to go up to 70. All the secondaries have to go up to 50. Maybe not the rocket launchers. We're not quite sure how that's going to work. But 25% seems like a small amount. But over time, that's going to let you get all of your guns maxed out 25% faster is what it's going to equal out to. So let's say on average, if it took the normal person 10 days of game time to max every weapon out, now it's only going to take you, 7.5 days. So you saved yourself 2.5 days of grinding with this additional 25% weapon XP. And it's a little unfortunate for Xbox and PC players, obviously. I play on PC, so I'm not going to be able to take advantage of this. And it'd be definitely nice for grinding out camos. But unfortunately, that's just what it is. And I would way rather have an exclusive weapon XP mode than a full-on zombies mode kept off from us. And that's the good news. That's the end of the list here. From what it looks like, there is no exclusive mode. There's no exclusive Onslaught type mode or anything like that. Who knows if they're going to announce one in the future? I doubt it. I think this is it. I think this is the list of customized rewards for PlayStation players. And overall, I really do think this is good news because if you've ever played Onslaught, if you're a PlayStation player and you've played Onslaught, you know it feels like it's missing something. Yeah, there's stuff you can do there. You can get intel from it, and you can get these chalices that give you a little bit of XP once you go to a certain round in it. But the gameplay itself is really missing something, and it never got that extra support that it needed to be a great mode because it was exclusive. And I doubt they're going to go back and update it now, but Onslaught really could have been really fun and really amazing, but it just didn't get the support because it was exclusive. So hopefully this time around in Vanguard Zombies, when there's this mode that would have been exclusive, hopefully it gets the support and it becomes like an actual full-fledged full experience, and that's what I'm hoping for here. But with that, guys, that's everything you know about the exclusive stuff. And like I said, if they do eventually add an exclusive mode and they bring it up later, I will keep you guys informed. I'll make another video on it. But with that, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. I want to take the last moment here to thank everyone who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and extra special thanks to those who've taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member on YouTube. We've got Hunter Don Doe, we've got the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, and then we've got the true homie, Ryan the Slayer.